Rise, ye ashen tarnished chosen undead, and welcome Souls fans, new and loyal, to the next installment of your Elden Ring Platinum All Achievements Easy to Follow guide. As we plow through the trophies and achievements, we're already on 15 and we're going to get our 16th, and checking note. Yep, we're going to get our 16th in this video, but we're going to start getting more of our legendaries as well. 2 legendary armaments should be in this video, including one from the trophy boss we're going to fight. So at the end of the last video, we put a beacon over here for this castle, which is our next destination, and getting to the boss is much more difficult than the boss itself. So horsey horse, and away we go. And when I say getting to the boss, it's not this part, it's once you get inside the castle. Like all castles is a dungeon. Once you get inside that dungeon, there's a couple of rather strong enemies, and some dogs that stun lock and pose a nasty issue that way. So yeah, we're just going to ignore the giant crabs. We're going to ignore this spectral rider, we're going to ignore that giant. And here we are. So the entrance is just to the right of the center. So grab poison grease and you know you're on your right track. Jump in and you're going to be dehorsed. And you're going to make these wonderful abominations. Do not let them hug you. Yep, you can see they're trying. There we go. With them dispatched, grab yourself a poison bloom. Well, 4 poison bloom. And then you're going to come up here, and this is going to be your grace for the dungeon, the shaded capital ramparts. We are going to get another grace in a moment, but this is the first one. Now, if you follow along, you should avoid being poisoned. I don't even know... Yeah, we don't have a way of getting any poison heal. So if you get poisoned, we're just going to deal with it. But stick to the rocks, and we're just going to pop all of these along the way. Key thing is, do not roll in the poison. If you do, you actually coat yourself more, and as a result of that, you will get poisoned more. An actual logical approach to it, as frustrating as that is, because it makes the game slightly harder. But yeah. Once turn the corner. So yeah, we can carry on this way. I don't recall coming up these steps, which means I probably shouldn't go up these steps, so I won't. It's not in my notes. Okay, so as soon as we turn right, there's a caster right here. And then don't dilly-dally, just head straight up the ladder. Yes, there's a lot of items here, there's a lot more area than what we're going to explore, but it's not worth it. We don't need to. Right, up the ladder. There's an ambush waiting from the left. Oh, there he is. And then there's another one at the bottom of the steps. Not him. Him. There we go. So down the steps, you're going to head to the left. And we're going to hop onto this roof. And there he is. I was going to say there should be a rider. We're going to give him a taste of Loretta. We're going to grab that item there, which is a gold rune 6. We're then going to head straight to those steps up to the left. There's a ladder, and that's going to get us our next grace. Gold rune 6. And no. Press the wrong button. Backstep. That's what I meant to be doing. No. Drew, come on. We don't want to be around too long, because as you can see, we're already making friends and influencing people. And not in the good way. Here's a gold rune 6, so grab 4. Sorry, we grabbed the 6 down there, this is the 4. And here's our grace, so don't worry if you get poisoned, as we have the shaded castle inner gate grace. So that's not the difficult enemy part, that's this part. So this is our grace. Make sure you have your glintstone pebble at the ready. To the end, turn left. Up the ladder. Don't hang around too long, otherwise you're going to get attacked by a doggo from that side. Speaking of doggos, there's 2 here. Bop them. Inside, we're going to bop him and him. Right. Making sure to beat them from outside. That ambush from the right. Keep right. Be slightly crouched. And we should not trigger the rogue at this point. And we're just going to spell spam him. There we go. That's how we avoid him doing too much damage to us. Over here, there's a caster. Pop him. Not mandatory, but I did it in my notes, so I'm going to do it anyway. I can't even remember what this what this cookbook gives us. But nevertheless, up this ladder, here is the Perfumer's Cookbook 2. What does that even give us? I think it gave us fire pot, raw resin. So yeah, nothing of note. So there you go. Apologies, I wasted 20 seconds of your time. Right. Back down and out. Doggo to the right. Beast Bones is the floor item. Oh no, beast. Yeah, hefty beast bone. I got beast blood and thin beast bones from the doggo. Right. These. Now the Scythe Knight here, best bet is actually your katanas, he says. There we go. So you got to roll around a bit, but as you saw there, the bleed builds up quite quickly, and that's the easiest way to vanquish. Range battle, Scythe Knight wins. Yeah, they suck. And this is the hard part, getting past these. There's one in a minute coming with some doggos. that is going to cause us particular problems. So inside here, I'm being very cautious, as you can tell. Inside, there's a lower dreg behind a statue. We're going to katana them. And then there's a rogue up there already firing the crossbow at us. Oh, behave, you're doing so much damage. There we go. Right, rogue. And now there's 2 dogs and a spear knight. And this is the last of the difficult part. So the spear knight is going to come down and go past us to the right. Or at least that's what it should do. There we go. What I'm more concerned with are, where are the doggos? Uh-oh. No, no, no. This thing has so much health. Missing a dog. Okay, there's both there, so... There we go. Okay. Dogs dealt with. Alright. Do you want katana time? Ow. No parry for you. Drink. Drink, drink! No! No, you're not gonna die to this spear knight! Oh, you might die to the spear knight. Yeah, you're dying to the spear knight. Oh, Drew. Oh, can we get there? There we go. Just managed to make some preserving boluses in time. In fact, while we're at it, I'll make some more of those. We're going to need those later. So this is the item that cures Scarlet Rot. Right. And now for the easier part, the boss. If you really are struggling with that, then just head to this lift. You know, don't worry about those enemies if you are struggling. It's not worth it. But yeah, usual tactic: mimic and rocks. Close quarter fight, and he uses the force. Yep. Let the mimic take aggro anytime he starts attacking me. No, wrong class, Drew. Okay, well, you don't need to deal with it, he says, as he gets hit. Oh, what a waste. No, Drew! Don't make that flask your last. Well, what is my last? That should do it. Lovely. So even me drinking flasks like a maroon. There we go. Trophy achievement number 16 of 42, ELEMER of the BRIAR, and legendary armament 3 of 9, the MARAIS Executioner's Sword. We don't care about the briar grade shield, that doesn't count. And then we get this grace, the Castellan's Hall. Level up, get our intelligence to 46. And we're going to travel to good old Round Table Hold. Head over to Hugh.
No. Oh, don't pay me any more. Just lay out your own.
Sell all of your rune items. And strengthen. There is Carian Regal Scepter. We should be able to get it to +7. There we are. And with that, we're going to come back to the table and we're going to level up. We should be able to get our int up to 48. Right. And we're now going to get our next legendary armament. And we're heading back to Castle Radhan. So we're heading the most far bottom right of all the map to the chamber outside the plaza. Head up, and we're now going to talk to Mr. Jester Pants again, now that we've beaten, well, I say now that we've beaten Radhan, I know we did it a while back. I'm also, because it's going to keep bugging me, I'm taking my beacon off. Okay. So Jester Man shouldn't be up here, he should be sat in his chair at the end.
At last. Brave just celebration festering with... Finally, I'm no longer... I have a told business. May we meet it? It's time. May we meet it?
Just keep going until he's repeating himself. Travel back to the Grace again, and we need to do this to reload this area. And what you'll notice this time is we now have a boss door here. So this is a duo boss. We want to make sure the Crucible Knight is going to be the second. Now, in an ideal world, we actually defeat the first before the second even becomes a thing. Mimic and Rock Spam is, of course, the answer. And when it's just the Crucible Knight, we're going to get on the opposite side, Mimic on one side, us on the other, and that's how we're going to deal with the Crucible Knight. But yeah, come in, immediately summon Mimic, drink Flask, and to begin with, it's a Mibegotten warrior. However, we're going to get Crucible Knight joining us in a moment. Yep, there we go. So in an ideal world, we would have already defeated the Mibegotten. There we go. That's what we want. Waiting for the Mimic to do something. And this is what we want. Mimic on one side, us on the other. Oh, this is not what we want. That's the stuff. And this is why we want to be on either side, is so we can't block our magic attacks. we go. Simpos. Only an issue if you get 2 bosses on one. But that's what we did this for. We did this for Legendary Armament 4 of 9, the Ruins Greatsword. We then get a new grace. We get the Redmain Castle Plaza grace. And we're going to travel to the STARSCOURGE RADHAN grace. So if you remember after the battle, I said it's very important to pick this one up, as there is a dungeon in this far corner, which is the War Dead Catacombs, which we are going to do. So, this way. Yep. Head north, and just keep going, and eventually you'll get to the edge. This is another one of those ones where it's difficult to get to the boss, but also the boss sucks just as much. Its jumping grab is an insta KO. I've looked at doing this fight later, it still sucks just as much, so it's one that you just gotta kind of accept. It's gonna take a few attempts. If you do die, don't bother wasting any rune arcs. Just adjust your equipment so that your weight remains in medium. And yeah, you just need to have a bit of a solid run against it. Yeah, rocks and mimics is your answer as always. Yeah, this part just sucks. I'm really sorry, viewers. But we need to do it because it's going to get us our 4th legendary Ash of 6. So come here, grab the War Dead Catacombs Grace. Now all the enemies here suck. This is just a very difficult area for most builds. Okay, making sure I'm getting very familiar with my notes. So in, and you're going to notice that there's fighting, and we're going to take advantage of that, as we need to go to the far right steps. We're going to ignore all these enemies, let them fight each other. Watch out for this. This archer is going to fire gravity arrows at us, so quickly take this first left. Come in here. Guard counter. Pop the left knight, rush the sniper. Oh no, you're great shielder. Damn it. I might die. Ow. Nope. That's good. That means I can get a charge attack. Normal attacks do nothing. Phew. So yeah. Oh, that was... Nope. Thank you. Right, that's one of the worst enemies out of the way that we're going to have to deal with, so onward. Next room has 2 lesser enemies, thankfully. I'm just going to try and make sure we deal with them. Oh, I don't know if you can deal with them one at a time. There we go. Yes, we can. How about you? Oh, come on. Right, 2 lesser enemies. Grab grave 6. End of next hall. Greatsword Knight appears. Spellbop. Yeah, because you have no shield. Go. Round the corner, there's a shield knight who's going to ambush us in this right corner here. So this is guard counter. On one of these. And then we're not going to go to that guy, we're going to drop down the right window. Up the left steps. Direct for the next window. And we dual katana this guy. Pretty sure that's exactly what happened in my test run as well. I had that little health left, so if you just keep mashing the L1 button, you should be able to do exactly what I did there. But this is what we did this all for, is to pull the lever. Okay. So at which point now we can drop and we're going to head back on ourselves for the grace. And now we have a straight line to the boss. Again, this may take a few attempts. Do not be ashamed in any way, shape or form if it does. Get your mimics and your rocks at the ready. Just gonna wait. There we go, wait for an opening and run. And here we go. Okay, come on. First go. Drink. Putrid tree spirit. Now, good start, Drew. Good start, Drew. Come on, Mimic. That's the attack that one-shots us. Because it's not done. No! Thank you, Mimic. This all comes down to how well the Mimic can hold aggro. That's it. Okay, he's now angry. so now we're going to aggro to us. We've hit him a few times. Ow. Mimic. Please, Mimic. Please. Nice. Mimic, please do something. Mimic, please do something better. That's it. Yes, Mimic. Keep the aggro, Mr. Mimic. I'm so close, I'm so close. There we go. And that, I'm afraid, that's what you have to wait for, is you need the Mimic to hold enough aggro while you can keep your distance, throw rocks, prioritize your healing, and so long as the Mimic survives and keeps aggro, you beat the boss. In my test run, the Mimic just wasn't pulling enough aggro, so it took me a few attempts. Hopefully yours is the same as what it was here. And that is Legendary Ash 4 of 6, Redmane Knight Ogre, or Ogre. And we get a golden seed as well. Lovely. Right, and now we're going to our next castle, which is we're progressing the story. East Capital Ramparts. We got this grace a little while back.
My utmost
Mandatory
for bringing
Melina
you,
moment.
And thus I shall farewell. I shall leave. I wish you have. I have no.
She says farewell, but doesn't remove any of your abilities to level up or anything like that. So level up intelligence, 2 levels to get it up to 50. Interesting. I wonder if that, because I don't have upgrade flasks till later, so I'm wondering if that gold seed I got, because I don't have that in my notes, so I'm going to say that gold seed might actually have been a random drop. So I'm not going to upgrade my flask until I do in my notes, because at this point I was not able to upgrade my flask. If you are, absolutely add the charge. You want to go 7 healing at this point. As you'll notice, we don't really use all 6 of our magic flasks, but sometimes you get down to the last one. But yes. Make sure you have rocks equipped. Onward. Do you want to rock a snowman? Sorry, that was terrible. I should, no. There's no excuse. That was just terrible. If they notice you, just be mindful they have tracking attacks that also can attack you from underneath. So this one, for example. Oh no, was he just having a chuckle? Fantastic. We like that. Big snowman. Double rock. Oh, triple rock? No, double rock, and you can add a couple of these. There we go. As we want to grab this gold rune 10. Right, and we're now going to ignore the next enemies. More snowmen, and this fire-breathing turret thing. Run, 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 run. We're going to jump onto this yellow roof, roll, run, and just run. Keep an eye on your stamina as best you can. Past these, they're going to come alive. Ow, thank you, sir. Get on top of the coach. And once you can, we're going to summon our Mimic. We're going to get our rocks ready, and we're going to fight in a narrower space an Erd Tree avatar that's just going to drop down from out of nowhere. Oh, it's after this item, so make sure the mimic's with you. There he is. Hello. Roll away. Let mimic do his thing. Thank you. Want some rocks. Rock the avatar. Rock the avatar. I'm terrible. I'm so sorry. There we go. He's defeated. Drops a Lord's Rune, so always worth defeating. And what he was guarding is this entrance here, which is our next grace, the Avenue Balcony. Level up intelligence to 51. We're going to keep rocking that intelligence. That's our damage, everybody. Also, we need to get to 60 for sorceries. I'm just checking. So, glintstone pebble. Down. Left. Pop these two. Oh, excuse me. And then on this keeping here, you want this solo roof, the one just past that enemy. Jump on there. Completely missed the well, which is fine. We're going to drop down. Grab the rune arc. Turn. So from where you got the rune arc, turn around, and this is the gate you want. So from the ladder to the left, from the rune arc to the right, open the gate. There's going to be a ladder. Glintstone pebble at the ready. Down the ladder. Carry on for a rat room. It's room of rats. Still rats. Oh. There we go. Right, pebble the rats. These are poison darts. And then open the door at the end. And welcome to subterranean shunning grounds. So, these enemies here suck. I'm going to turn off my lantern. Down, we're going to stick to the left wall, and priority is getting to the grace. As long as we have the grace, it doesn't matter if we die, because we're right next to our runes. There we go. That is the grace achieved. Uh-oh, no hugs. Ow. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just take it. It's fine. We got the grace, and our runes are going to be right next to it. So this is the underground roadside grace. Yeah, we're on a fat roll because... do I rune arc here? No, let's not rune arc, just in case. Is the Snow Witch skirt really better than... Oh, it's heavier. Okay, prisoner's trousers, that'll do. Right. So we're going to go out to the left. We're going to ignore the enemies, who should actually ignore us. And we're just aiming for this grate here to drop down. Rat tunnel. So preserving boluses, grab those. Those are our Scarlet Rot healing item. We're going to need those a few times throughout the run. So when it's just one rat, I like to use the katana in those scenarios. Now do not go to that corner. If you go to that corner, there's a big old enemy in there, and we don't want to deal with it, and what we want to do is go down this tunnel anyway. So this is Slug Tunnel. This is why I call it Slug Tunnel. And you saw that dropped, and that is a key point to note, as there are drops in Slug Tunnel. Right, so yeah, beware the hole. So get rid of all the slugs, and you're going to jump over this hole. Yoink! Jump over the hole. More slugs. No. That's more like it. Around the corner. Slug. Beware, there is another hole. On the corner. So up. There's another hole we need to jump over. If you do fall down the hole, it's not, well, you're gonna reach an area where eventually we're going to be climbing up from, but it's just a much more difficult area to deal with. You're better off just jumping over, grab the arrows. At the end, go right through the gate. Onward, and there are multiple slugs from the right. Kill all the slugs. So we can grab a dry liver. And then get Loretta's ready. And you do not want to fight in the open space. I know it's counterintuitive, but if you fight in that open space, there's 3 of these big uns. And if you do the range approach, you only have to fight the one. So very important. We're going to use Loretta's. And we're going to keep using Loretta's. Okay. So now we've got him nice and far off. Oh, excuse me. No, no, no. No hugs. Right. Okay. Loretta's and Moonveil. Why did I not put... use Loretta's to lure... Dual-wield jump attacks stagger him. That's... If I just read my notes a little bit more, I would have been there. Sorry about that, folks. But Moonveil R2 works fine. Okay, now, just be mindful, just in case. Grab the Somber 8. If any of the others lure do aggro to you, they shouldn't if you've lured him away. There you go, see? We didn't fight in that space, so they're over there. The item that they're guarding is a smithing 7, so there's no need to worry about it. Priority is this lever here, as this is a shortcut lever just in case. What that means is from the Grace, you come out to the right and you're in here. And what you're then going to do is open these doors. Come through, and to the left, you're going to drop down here. Nice and careful. There we go. There's a Scarab. That's a Somber 6. Onward. This enemy you can ignore. Grab some string. Hang on, catch up with notes. Then right path, dregs and a poison plant. So there he is. There we go. So, and the poison plant. At the end, pop the plant. Pop the plant, then the two that spawn. Nothing's spawning, so I'm not sure quite what I meant by that. There may be more plants that spawn, basically. Down steps, at the edge is a fire grease, so don't worry about that. We want to turn back here. Ah, there's two that spawn. There we go. It all makes sense now. Down here, boluses. Now this next section has our good friends, the basilisks. So be careful, have Pebble at the ready. So first right up, and there's going to be a basilisk to the front. Dual katanas at the ready, as there's another basilisk to the right. There he is. Wait for that insta-death fog to clear before we do anything. Backstab. It's dual katana to the right, bop the drag, back to the tunnel, and at the end it says he should be facing away, so you can sneak and dual katana, which we have indeed. And then carrying on, we have another one of those wonderful large enemies. There he is. So dual katana strategy, so jump L1, and most of his opening moves you can get a stagger. So jump L1, there you go, and then roll back, jump L1, ooh, he jumped 2, ow, good punch, good punch, ooh. Prioritize heal. Good punch. Oh no. Oh. Heal. Oh, you're not dead. I hate the subterranean shunning grounds. We have to come here twice, I'm afraid. All the items, not weapons, all the items here are very meh. They're all these consumable crafting type items. I don't think his drop is guaranteed, so we don't pick up that. Oh no, he drops Omen Bairn. There you go. That's what he drops. That's a fixed drop. I believe that's for the putrid ending, which we don't need because there's no trophy. The good news is we're about to open our shortcut from the Grace. Poison stone. Open up. Grab yourself a well-earned rest. And if I'm right, I'm checking my notes, we're actually going to come back here later. Yes, I am right. So, now that we've done the first section of the underground, we're now going to head to... where is it? Outer Wall, Phantom Tree. And we're actually doing this to get a smithing stone miner's bell bearing, in case you need to get more smithing stones at any point, if you want to mess around with different builds, but also it's so that we can buy more smithing stone 3s so that we can upgrade our Uchigatana. But my warning for time has just come on, so I guess we'll be doing that in the next video. So, congratulations on completing the worst part of the subterranean shunning grounds, that first section. It gets a lot easier once you've opened that shortcut. I really hope you're enjoying the guide. I know there's a few sketchy moments, and this is probably one of the hardest parts, outside of a couple of bosses that we're going to be fighting with some RNG. But this is one of the hardest parts in terms of you've got, the gaping Maw enemy. If the Mimic doesn't pull enough aggro, it can beat you. And the shunning grounds, those big enemies that you have to do the dual strategy with, they're just so chunky. It is probably the only weakness of the build is that enemy. So hopefully you've got past that. It's smoother sailing from here, and please, please, if you've got this far, just drop me a like on the video, and if you haven't already subscribed, please drop a subscribe as well. We've got Bloodborne guides coming, we've got much more content to come, and all of the support from all of you means so much to me. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in the next video, and until then, bye for now.